Chessable is offering this free course by IM Andras Toth. And yeah, it's all about the daily video recap. And then, of course, tactics and strategic problems to solve. Train your skills from games at the very highest level. And that is the World Chess Championship, of course. So I'm really curious how this will go. Tal Salinov, 1970, as the opening moves unfolded in the greatly anticipated first round in the World Championship. A vague memory of a game popped up in mind. Perhaps I was influenced by the Vichy Island. Okay. So, and indeed, Tal Blitzkrieg Treaty in French materialized in my mind. This position occurred in a game in 1970, and the former world champion has delivered a sensational knockout blow. How would you proceed? Okay, it was shown in the video, I think. And it was taking with the bishop. So next time I know that I first do the puzzles and then continue with the video, of course. So this is a take. And it is a it is check. He has to retreat on e8 and then a checkmate with a knight. Yes. Okay. Yeah, all right. So that was good. Now here we are in the game 1, and it is, can you find here a very powerful enforcing idea that crushes white's position? Wasn't it the sacrifice on d4 with the knight? I don't know anymore, but I try. That was incorrect, of course. Yeah. So it was this one here, f6. A sensational counterpunch in the center, of course. Although black's development is also lacking, the difference between the safety of the two kings will be decisive. Okay. Yeah, that was in the video where he said, okay. Yeah, that's the way that chessable works. If you do something wrong, they force you to put in the correct move, and then it will go on. So now the next move here. Of course, I think I would have never found it. So here it was take, I think. Again, incorrect. It was first that one. But there was wasn't there a sacrifice? Okay, so I just go here. No. That was, of course. Yes, and now here, right? And here. Incorrect again, sorry, okay. I'm playing too fast, of course. And shockingly, black is completely winning. Your engines will tell you that this position is about -5. In order to see exactly why this massive advantage, let's take a look at the next exercise. Okay. Okay, let's first take a look at this one. So this was f6. Take and take. A lovely move that forcibly loses a piece. This one here, that was, I knew there was a sacrifice somewhere, but I couldn't remember this anymore. But, okay, here takes, take, queening, rook c8, and shockingly black is completely winning. Yes, all right. So, next one will tell us why it was so good. Now, however, it is all over, as we already have forced a mate. Can you find the whole sequence? Okay, let's check. So we already have first black to play, and we have a forced checkmate sequence. Okay, so what can that be? That probably starts with a check. Yeah, it's queen g5, check. He can block it with the knight, but I take, again, check. Okay, so then the check, the king has to move. Well, he can also block it with the bishop, but then I just, again, queen check, and so queen check. The knight moves out of the way to c2. Then we have a check here. And he has to move to... Okay. Check. Only way to go for the king is to go b1. And if he moves b1, I can give another check with the queen now. Can I? How do I check here? Okay. Was I correct? Check with the queen on g5. So, two ways to block, both won't work. The knight to f4 or the bishop to e3. So, the king moves out of the way. And that is only square c2. Then I'll check with the knight on b4. Again, only way to go for the knight, for the king, is to go b1. And if it's b1, he's running out of squares because my rook on c8 is just looking all the way down on the c file. How can I keep on checking here? Anybody in chat who likes to help? What is the forced checkmate sequence? I don't know about you, but when Andreas, well, did the recap in the video, to me it was kind of fast. Yeah, I mean, I understood everything, but not really thoroughly from just watching once. And I think he explained this, but I forgot again. So, what happens if not the queen checks, but the bishop? Then he has this escape square on e1. So that's not... well, if I... let's check. So, bishop checks. The king goes to e1. Then I can... well, back and forth, doesn't matter. Okay, so queen is probably correct. We had that already. Okay, we need to go back where the king is already on b1 and I couldn't check anymore. The knight is on b4. The queen is on g5. The rook is on c8. So if I check, I don't know how to check his king anymore if he's on b1. Again, chat, anybody? No. Okay. Let's try another check. So I just check with the queen on a5. Check. You can put the pawn in front, but it doesn't matter. I just take. Okay, so I think a king move is needed. So cannot go to these squares, so only c2 and c1 are left for the king. So if he goes c1, oh, there's so many options as always. Check on a5. King goes c2, for example. It's going to be a check on b4 with the knight. I don't know. So, and again, at least 3 plies. I heard that you at least need to do 3 plies. So again, I do queen g5 check. Only one square to go. It is c2. Check with the knight, b4. Only square to go with the king is b1. And then I lose it. I don't know how to check the king except for double attack on. Hold on. Nope. I try my way, so I go with the queen to g5. That is the correct move. Okay, as I said. Now should the knight be coming? Also correct move. And now, this is what I saw, and now I don't know. But usually you should move only if you saw the whole sequence. So this was kind of guess playing. And how can I do this? Okay, I can give check in 2 ways, as it's a forced sequence. So it is rook to c1, check. He has to take. He cannot take with the king because it's protected by the queen. If he takes with the queen, well, what I didn't see, what I totally forgot. Now I get it. Now I see it. It's queen g6. check. So he only move for him is the queen to c2 and a checkmate with the queen takes queen on c2. That's it. Oh, didn't see it. It's visualization. I lose track like after 3-4 plays. Yes. Nice. All right. Okay, let's read through the text. We have the rook takes c8. That was where we originally started. Then it's bishop g1. This is one of the few moves white has to pick from if they want to keep that extra piece. Then we have the check. He retreats. Now, however, it is all over as we already have a forced mate. Can you find the whole sequence? Yes, we can. Check, retreat, check. The double check is always a good friend of the attacker. Double check by the rook on c1. C8, sorry. And the attacker. Then we have king b1, queen, queen, checkmate, and it's all over. Red over. Okay, so that was kind of okay. Now on to the next variation. Can you refute this lovely idea? First, I have to find out what is this lovely idea. Yeah, I understand that was yeah, we have that mate threat on f8. So rook to f8 would give us a checkmate. So we need to go away with the rook. If we take the queen, it's checkmate. If we go to g, yeah, I just do the move. It is queen d5 here. d4, sorry, d4. It's check and also threatening. Why is it actually? Why does he have to take? Because it's check. If he goes out of the way, I can just take his queen. But if I take his queen, it's still checkmate on f8. So what was the force then? Here I think I would need Barland, of course. So I just check on my own, of course, and now I can just take the queen, okay. Now that's here, and I just go back with the rook, and we're good. So let's see if there's something written here. So queen takes f4, bishop c5. Okay, and now we are going to that situation. Should have been played by Gukesh. The move cuts the black king off, yes, from castling, and allows white sufficient counterplay. However, tactics can cut both ways. We saw c2 in the game instead of the bishop move. Okay, so now it was played queen takes g4. All right. After the seemingly wrong queen takes g4, white might get a tad too excited with the spectacular queen takes h7 in hope that he would take, okay, seemingly wrong, queen g4. Okay, so queen takes h7, as we saw, can refute this lovely idea. Queen takes d4, this is it, a marvelous counter queen sacrifice, which successfully neutralizes the attack and allows black a winning endgame. So why does this one neutralize the attack? Probably everyone sees it, just me that who doesn't. So if I okay, what's the reason? I still don't see it why I have to take. If I move out of the way. Well, now I get it, of course. Okay, so it's a matter of the move order. So if I go out of the way with the king, then black takes my queen. And if I don't like to be a queen down, then I have to take. So I can take right away. Yes, that's the reason. Okay, so bishop takes d4. And if king would have gone here, queen takes, oh, I didn't see, it's essentially the same as the main line, but with additional pawn to black's account. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Rook takes h7, b, and here, okay. And black is cruising towards victory with the material surplus. Okay,